So I identify as a wounded healer. I'm both a mental health care provider and a mental health care receiver. When I was a medical student, I experienced a debilitating episode of psychological distress. And the symptoms I experienced include low mood, thoughts and feelings of hopelessness and worthlessness and guilt. I had a complete lack of motivation. I couldn't get out of bed. Debilitating though the symptoms were, it was the stigma that I felt was far, far worse. I was ostracized, I was shunned and stigmatized and dehumanized by people who I thought were my closest companions at the time. And I was sinking deeper and deeper into the darkness. I was saying things and I was doing things that I would not ordinarily usually say and do. I mean, I would never say these things or do these things, and there were consequences. People got hurt. The words that were coming out of my mouth they did not reflect who I truly was. Those who I thought were my closest companions, they were hurt. And they started to talk about me behind my back, socially exclude me. I mean, word spread like wildfire. I was like the most popular guy at medical school, but I was becoming vilified and demonized. And it was really painful. Like I remember, for example, the person who I thought was my best friend, I introduced him to someone and they ended up getting married. And I saw the pictures from the wedding and, I wasn't there. Like, I recognized everyone in the wedding. And that's what stigma is. Stigma is being excluded, not receiving that invitation to go to a party or go to a wedding. And I mean, they labeled me. They labeled me as a madman. And they didn't want to associate themselves with a madman. I really did feel the fire of stigma, and the sources were like colleagues at work, peers at medical school, even people who I thought, as I said, were my close friends. And so I have delivered my Wounded Healer Anti-Stigma program to 85,000 people in 18 countries in 5 continents worldwide, because we are trying to contribute to this cultural revolution to normalize mental health difficulties and to empower and dignify people with mental health conditions and to amplify the voices of survivors, of experts by experience. Because mental health difficulties should be nothing to be ashamed about, because seeking help is a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness. And recovery is a reality for the many and not for the few.